Hey guys, this is David Sikinimi Comics. Alright, I'm gonna be doing this top 10 graded modern book in my collection video. Seems like there's a tag going on in YouTube community, started by Matt Forge, I believe Pressable Defects. If you have not checked out their podcast, please do so. Really great guys, bunch of great panel members, talk about comics, and maybe you can get a few pointer or learn one or two things from them. And also talk about learning. Also check out East Meets West with Joker M21 along with Gomez Comic Collectors, and has a few panel member with the King of the Golden State along with the Doom 143, and I believe the other panel member, not sure, but they call him Josh. Sorry for the lack of information. I just trying to wing this as quick as possible. But the books that I've showed you, I put a lot of thought and time into it. Picking the top 10 books in your collection is pretty hard because all of my books are top 10 or top 100 or top 50, whatever you may call it. I don't think I can, I don't know, level what is number one and what number two. But for the past 3 days now, before making this video, I have selected top 10 books that I think has significant growth and also has some meaning to me in my collection, and something that will never leave my collection. So a little bit of both, and here we go. Anyway, so let's start off with number 10. Amazing Spider-Man #1. I believe this is the volume 4 of the Amazing Spider-Man. This is the Comic Con exclusive, cover done by Greg Horn. This is the GameStop variant. Just had to get it because I just love the cover. It's a homage to Web of Spider-Man #31, which originally done by Mike Zack. But I had to get this. I think I got this like three years ago, probably two, but I think a little over 2 years ago. Always wanted to get Stanley's signature, and time passed, and he passed away, and I was just kind of dumbfounded that I didn't take the liberty to go out into other cons that he was attending due to work and other, things that kind of factor in. And when I saw this, kind of have that whole thing, which Spider-Man happens to be my favorite character, along with the cover that I really liked was the Web of Spider-Man 31, and being a very limited print. I believe this is only has like about 2,000 print run. I could be wrong, could be 3,000. It's just overall everything just, I don't know, just gravitated that I need to get this book, along with the fact that this is also the first cameo appearance of Cindy Moon, and later becomes Silk in issue number 4. So this is very underrated, underappreciated. I say it is, can call it the key book, being a first issue. Also has a cameo appearance of a character that that MCU or even Sony is going to be expanding in their universe. So but anyway, this is signed by Stanley along with Greg Horn. So just really glad that I got this in my collection. This is something that will never leave my collection. So if anybody hit me up like how much it's gonna cost, I don't think I can put any price on this. So this is number 10. For number 9, this is one character that I have always been talked about. Is Batman Who Laughs. This is Teen Titan number 12. First full appearance of Batman Who Laughs, and also first time he's been featured in the cover of a comic book. So kind of a lot of things going on. If you're not reading the Dark Knight Meadows Um, you should go back and kind of read the whole. I believe there was a 6 issue series of the Dark Metal, and believe was issue number 2 or number 3 was his cameo appearance of Batman Who Laughs, but has a significant growth on this, has a lot of potential, and you never know when DC or Warner Brothers or AT&T ever is gonna make this character be in there part of their DCU. But if they do, my God, this only has a potential for growth. But I remember I talked about this in a 9.2 crew that this is one of the book or one of the speculation that I played a long time ago, that this is one of the books that any collector should have if they in looking for a slow growth investment, long term wholesale or spec. But this is became a key for a modern book. So this made a number 9 in my list. Alright, so number 8 is of course New Mutant 98. Yeah, when this first, this was like a $10-20 book. Then when Deadpool movie came out, it blew up. I mean, always wanted it, but never wanted to pay the full price for it. Of course, as time passed, and when you start selling some of the books and you wanted to get that key issue, this is it. Especially when Ryan Reynolds had signed a huge contract with with Disney, knowing that Deadpool will have a significant impact in the MCU, especially with the character. So look out for this book to rise to the next level. I remember when Deadpool movie came out, this was about 12, 13. I think the all-time high was about $1350, $1,400. Now you can get this for seven, maybe 800. But I remember paying less than $600 for this after when all the hype was done in a 9.8. It's not a newsstand, but still in a 9.8, in a modern, in this character, you can't go wrong. So this made a number. I believe that was a number. This is the number 8 book in my collection. All right. So yeah, you guys gonna shoot me for saying how can this be your number 7? But this is my number 7. Everybody should know what this is. No introduction needed. I do have a 9.0 which signed by Todd McFarlane, but I figure I show off my 9.6 instead. This book has blown up. I think the last 9.6 before making this video, the last check was about $1,300 that went up. So you kind of double the amount that what it was normally going for in the 9.6. I think the 9.8, the last one, sold for close to about $5,400. So you can see the growth and the potential of this book if it's still growing. I'm thinking about cracking this open because I don't see any matter, maybe some few pressable defects that can be pressed out. But yeah, this is my number 7 in my collection. First full Venom, Todd McFarlane cover and art, iconic cover. What can go wrong? So number 7. My number 6, NYX3. I remember when I got this book, I paid premium for NYX, the whole miniseries, number 1 through 7, I believe. It was in Hawaii at this local comic shop called Choice Comics. What's up, Brian? If you're watching this, he's the owner of the shop. So there was an auction for this, and I asked him, "Hey, what do you think about the condition of this book?" He said, "Oh, it could be maybe a 9.4, maybe a 9.6, but definitely 9.8." But anyway, I figured I put in a bid. It was a silent bid, which I won. I paid premium for this at that time. I got the 3 and a 4 being pressed. The 9-4 came back as a 9-4. Flipped that, and I remember sending this to Freddy 562. Then came back as a 9-6. Then I said, nah, you know what? Let me crack this open and resubmit. So I sent this to Sean Leggett, which he was the part of the pressable defect, and he did his magic and came back as a 9-8. So when you know there's certain books that can be pressed out, or there is a chance for a 9-8, I don't know. To me, I would take that chance and crack it open and resubmitting it, and make sure that if you're not familiar with pressing, and if you want have someone to press your book, make sure you send that book to someone that is respectable and accountable for their service. So Sean Leggett came back as a 9.8. If this came back as 9.6 once again, definitely I was gonna send this to He's Got Freaking Issues and have him do his magic. And but since this is already a 9.8, this is the highest it can go with this book. I figure I stop. If you don't know what this is, I'm sure everybody knows, but this is first appearance of Laura Kenny, X-23. So watch out for this book, man, because this book's gonna blow up once MCU has tapped into her character. So yep, number 6. Number 5. Yep, it's gonna be SpiderGwen, Age of Spider-Verse number 2, full appearance of a new Spider-Woman, Gwen Stacy, later becomes SpiderGwen. I got this. I got this for $40 on a website, Spartan Comics. He had 2 copies. I picked it up. Came back all like a near mint condition. I gave one to the Doom 143. I hope he still has it, because he had a better copy of what I had. So that's hopefully that's definitely a 9.8 as well. But anyway, in 2019, went to Emerald City Comic Con here in Washington, and Jason Latour was going to be there, so I figured when I had him signed it, he remarked it, did a little sketch with his sign. It came back as a 9.8. I was really surprised that I thought this was going to be at least a 9.4, maybe tops 9.6. But yeah, very very happy with this. So this made a number 5 in my top 10 modern book in my collection. This character is blown up. They already cast the actress, Captain Marvel, number 17. This is the second cameo appearance of Kamala Khan, but this is her first appearance on a cover. So this is the second printing. Very very hard to find, and trying to get this in the 9.8 is really really hard. Also thinking about submitting this as well. I'll be submitting and hopefully that I'll get a 9.8. I'll take that chance, but this book is also has blown up. I remember getting this for maybe what, $350. Now we're looking about close to about 1,000, maybe 1,200 at a good day. So yeah, I'll wait until that show comes and see. But definitely number 4 number 4 in my collection. Alright, this book, I've been hyping it up ever since I started collecting how great this book is. This is Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. This is one of the 50 Fiona Staple variant, and if you have not watched Into the Spider-Verse, this was the actual, I don't know, image that took, and I thought I was just blown away. And this book you could get 2-3 years ago for Jesus maybe $25-$30 at best. at like near mint plus condition. Now trying to get a 9.8 in this, you're paying at least about good $2,000. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. I remember I had about 5 copies of this. I have sent numerous AOK to what I consider a really good friend of mine, and to people that who is within the YouTube community that I respected. So those are all, I'm sure, 9.8 candidates. So hope you guys still have this if you are watching it. Walking Jedi, the Doom 1.3, Dressers, Comics and Things, and I think there was some few other people that I sent. I can't quite remember now, but yeah, enjoy this book, man, because this has not stopped going up yet. You think Miles Morales has stopped? No, 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 no. Has more growth for this book here, which is considered my number 3 in my collection. The last two is my personal favorites when it comes to modern. First one is my all-time Spider-Man cover, which is the Civil War number 3, one of the, I believe was 19, an incentive variant, cover done by Michael Turner. Also, this book is signed by Michael Turner right there. Always wanted this book in the 9.8. I had about 4 copies, all came back 9.6. So, you know what, why not just grab something that has an extra signature on it with that. And definitely going to get recased for this. But this will never leave my my collection. There was some that has a Stan Lee and stuff, but I figured just focus on Michael Turner, since he will be well missed and passed too early. But anyway, rest in peace, Michael. But definitely number 2 in my collection when it comes to modern book. So yeah, beautiful art. And you guys probably gonna know what the number 1's gonna be. I've been hyping this character ever since I collected. Yep, it's Ultimate Fallout number 4. 125, the Jerkovic variant. Remember getting this in a trade in Hawaii at the local comic shop called Choice Comic. He knew that I was looking for this. One of the guys, his name is Ben, one of the local guys there that collects and just have some amazing collections, amazing books. So he approached me and said, hey, look, I got this book that was already signed by Bendis and Hickman, and at the time I already had a 9.8 of that Miles Morales Ultimate. He said, you know what, why don't we trade me that book along with some few dollars, and we'll make a trade. And I jumped on it, and last year, and Creighton Crane was at Emerald City Comic Con, so I have him do a little sketch and sign. Now all I need is Sarah Pacelli and to do a small little remark was signed, and this book is complete for me. So this one, you think this is expensive now? 9.8 is the last one, sold for about close to $8,000. The last 9.6 sold for close to about, I think, $3,200, $3,500. Well, there was one that was signed by Clayton Crane and Sarah Pacelli for $5,400. So this book, when Miles Morales hits the MCU in a live action movie, this book is just, this book, oh man, this character, oh man, is just, it's gonna be ultimate. Anyway, that's my number 1 book in my my number 1 book in my graded modern book in my collection. So hope you enjoy the books I showed, and I would love to see you, if you're watching this video, you're tagged make it top 10 and have fun while you're at it, because this COVID-19 bullshit is just really frustrating. I hope you guys all be safe and be healthy. And until my next haul, my next video, until then, guys, aloha, mahalos, and shoots.